All right. Yo, what's up? It's Misfit. Today's gonna be really fun because we're gonna show off all of my game consoles that I've collected over the past. I've been collecting since I was 14. Let me do some fucking math. Give me a second. Been collecting since I was 14. Like 7 years. The past 7 years since I really started collecting. Let's just say 5 years. Realistically 7, but 5 years actually looking for things to collect. And I'm just gonna go through all of my game consoles where I've gotten them, how if well all the ones I'm showing you are working ones. I have like a box full of non-working consoles, but none of those here. So let's start with the OG Game Boy. I got this from a comic book store for very cheap. It was like $5 out of their parts bin because it was corroded. You can see it still a little bit, but it was a parts one that they didn't know worked. So I cleaned it up, and it's pretty solid. This screen part comes off. I need to figure that out. My brother just said double side tape that bitch, which I might. But yeah, it's a really not that yellow. It's like really clean. So original Game Boy. Let's go Game Boy Color since it's right next to it. I picked this up recently for $50 from a little store in a mall. Like literally like 2 months ago, I'd like to say. Is there batteries in here? Oh, there is. This is my favorite color, by the way. I love purple. Like the speaker still works and everything. Like it's in perfect working order. I love this. Sure, we'll continue. Who gives a shit? Let's see if I fuck this up immediately. This is F1 White Racing. Immediately messed up, but you know, I'm also playing this through the viewfinder, so I'm gonna crash almost instantly. I was not planning on doing anything. Immediately crashed. Sorry, I'm just messing around at this point. Yeah. But you get my point. $50. It's got the original backplate. It's really clean, like ridiculously clean. And it came with F1 Racing. Like for $50 you can't complain. Especially from a retail store. This I bought for $20 recently. At a estate sale. Well, not a estate sale, it's a flea market. Basically an estate sale. It's a bunch of people setting up on the weekends. But for $20. And it works, everything. It's yellowed, it's ugly. It's missing the back. But it works. It's also cracked, I think. Where was it cracked? Or broken? Oh, right there. But for $20, you can't really beat that. This one was in a collection that I got for $200. It's a nice. Should be charged or not. Nah, battery's dead. I want to replace the battery, but this one's super clean. Like you can't beat that. Look at that screen. That's so nice. I kept this immediately. I wanted it. What should we do next? Probably the Game Gear. Here we go. We'll go Sega. We'll change it up. This is my Sega Game Gear. Also pretty nice. I love the Game Gear. It's such a bulky fucking hunk of metal. I love it so much. No, the Game Gear is sick. People don't talk about the Game Gear enough. This one was given to me as a gift. I kicked my fucking tripod. God damn it. But this one was given to me as a gift by my buddy. I don't know what he paid for it. I don't even know where he got it. But I really do like it. I owned like 3 or 4 Game Gears. I sold them. But he gave me this one because he knows I don't sell gifts, so he knew I wouldn't sell it. We'll go PSP next. Nope, nothing in it. What was I playing last, though? Ooh, Mortal Kombat Unchained. This one I bought I actually do remember where I bought this. I was going to say I don't remember where I bought this. No, this was bought from a garage sale. And I bought it for... Oh, there's me. Hello. But I bought it for, I think, $20. And it came with a case, a couple games. But $20, it reeks like smoke still. And I've had this for 3 years. It reeks like smoke. But for what I paid for it, it's in really good condition. The screen's a little scratched. It's black. Like, obviously it's gonna get scratched. But it works good, and I've always loved the PSP. The feeling of it. I wish we could get more handhelds. But the handheld, like, I feel like the days of handhelds have disappeared. But $20, and it works. These I just picked up, actually, from a buddy of mine. I gave him $60 for the pair of them. This one, it works, but the top screen's delaminating, so it kind of can't really play it very well. But this red one works. I think the battery's shot, though, because it won't hold the charge. No, it's not going to turn on. But this one works great. It needs a battery. I need to order a battery. And this one, I need to order a top screen. But 2 3DSs, and they both work pretty good. That I bought for $60 for the pair. This guy, DS Lite, broken hinge. This one I bought for $10 on Facebook Marketplace like 2 years ago. It also works, but it is a broken hinge. It does bother me. I'll order a parts one on eBay one of these days. This one is pretty good. It's a little floppy. I bought this for $20 at a little thrift shop that used to be by my house about 2 years ago before they inevitably shut down. And then sadly they did shut down. I did like those people a lot. Unfortunately, $20 though. It's beat. It's beat. I'm not gonna say it's in perfect fucking condition. It's beat to all fuck. Like, it's scratched. It's beat up. There's like a really shitty stylus in it, and it's missing the bottom panel. But for as beat as it is, it's not too bad. Oh, and then this. I just threw this in because I thought it was fun. I picked this up like 3 weeks ago from a little comic book store. It's a Video Now, and I bet I was just messing with it the other day. There we go. Come on, spin. Spin. Yeah! Yeah! That's dope. It's so dope. No, I love the Video Now. Essentially, it was a handheld movie player. What do I hold? Oh, yeah, I hold stop and it turns off, doesn't it? Isn't that the thing? I think? Yeah, it is. But it's a handheld video player. So the disc that's in it right now, it's kind of like a GameCube disc, but I think it's like slightly bigger than a GameCube. I keep hitting my fucking camera. It's like slightly bigger than a GameCube disc. Yeah, slightly bigger than a GameCube disc. But yeah, no, it has like not clips from cartoons, but like single episodes from cartoons. In the early 2000s was so cool, shit like this. It's so fucking cool. 2003. And this is such a cool color for this to be into. I think I paid $10, I believe. Look how cool that coloring is. It's just such a cool, it's got like pearl or like flake in it. It's really cool. No, it's such a cool device. Video nows were so dope. I don't know what happened. This was peak humanity, peak technology. Video now. But let me grab some more consoles. Wait, let's get a head count real quick. I'm not gonna count this. This isn't a console. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So for that's 10 consoles in my collection. I'll grab a few more. Alright. So we're gonna start with the bulky ass shit. And one of the reasons I'm making this video is because I don't actually know how many consoles I own. Somebody asked me recently and I was just like, oh fuck, I haven't counted in a while. I know it's over 20. That's all I know, basically. So we're gonna start with like the big bulky shit. And more of like the older consoles, then we'll get on to like the more boring stuff. Or less interesting stuff. So I guess we'll start with the Coleco Telstar, which is something I bring up and people go, what the fuck even is that? This is a Coleco Telstar. It was essentially a Pong machine. Kind of like that over there. This I bought with that Pong machine for $40 on, fuck, what was that site called? Let Go? Y'all remember fucking Let Go? What happened to Let Go? Weren't they bought up by OfferUp or some shit? Didn't OfferUp and Let Go fucking like combine and fuck and have a little fucking like incest baby with each other? I can't fucking remember for the life of me. But this, it's so fucking cool. It's so cool. So interesting. Look at the D batteries. You could put, with 6 D batteries, you could put them in a fucking sock and kill somebody. I swear to God. D batteries are crazy. But yeah, this is essentially a Pong machine, but it had multiple little games. So you had like tennis, hockey, hardball. And then you had all the like intermediate, beginner, pro settings. They're all Pong. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're all fucking Pong. They're just differently colored Pong. But yeah, the Telstar is pretty cool. Like, obviously, there's some damage, water damage. But I think this was made in 1979, if I'm right. So, I think 79? Fuck, what year was this? I don't even know. Don't come to me for years. Because I won't remember. Fuck. But alright, we'll go to the Pong machine. Because I bought it for $40 with the Telstar. This is a Super Pong machine. Atari. This is also a pretty cool console, but also really weird. This one only takes 4 fuck off massive batteries. And it's dusty as fuck, because I haven't been drunk enough to play it since I was in high school. But yeah, no, this thing's pretty cool too. It's the same select game type of deal on it. All the buttons make such satisfying noises though, just the fucking... That sound is just so... Let's get the select game again. It's like fucking ASMR. It's making my fucking dick hard. But yeah, that's the Super Pong machine. $40 for the pair. That's not a bad deal, I don't think. Not that anyone really fucking is out looking for a Super Pong machine. This is an Intellivision 2. This came from my grandfather's collection, so essentially free other than the trauma. It's dusty. We plugged it up, played it for a bit just to see if it worked. And I ended up taking it. My brother ended up taking another Intellivision 2. He had 2 of them. But yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. It's dusty. I need to actually get around to it. Look at the big ass important. Oh my god, 1982, damn. But yeah, I added that a long time ago. This is an Atari Junior. I picked this up for $10 at a garage sale. It's got a busted out corner. Nobody wants an Atari Junior, but I did because, you know, $10 is $10 and I didn't have one, so hey. But yeah, this thing is pretty sweet. I love that little fucking piece of metal with the rainbow on it. Also makes some satisfying noises. Another autism machine. These buttons don't push very good. But what do you expect? But yeah, Atari 2600 Junior. And then the big thing that took up most of my table. This is an Odyssey 2, which I actually bought with the box. And a bunch of games, a bunch of manuals, just a bunch of memorabilia, original controllers and everything. This thing's fucking heavy. When you hold it with one hand, it's massive. I guess I can get that in there, part 15. But for $40 with the box, bunch of games, this thing's pretty cool. Magnavox Odyssey 2, man. This thing is pretty sick. I love the little touchscreen bullshit, like a Talkman. Remember Talkman? That was before my time, but it pops in my head because it sounded like the fucking devil. It sounded like Jesus was trying to talk to you. But yeah, that's 5 more. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. So that brings our total up to 15. Let me grab a couple more. Hopefully more than 5, because Jesus Christ, this thing literally took up the spot of 4 other consoles. That's why I wanted to get it out of the way so fast. Alright. So, 2 consoles took up the whole fucking table. Power for the course. We're going to rattle off the modules and expansions and other stuff. Basically, we're doing all the cartridge consoles first. That's why we went with the handhelds first, because they're easy, and then now we're on to the older consoles. Then we'll get on to like the disc drive consoles and all that, because I have less of that. So this is an IntelliVoice. This would plug into your Intellivision, and I don't remember what fucking games this is for. This came out of my actually no, this came out of the comic book store that I used to work at. I bought a bunch of parts consoles, and this was in the bottom. So that's pretty neat. Then we have a Intellivision expansion. So this would have been for the Intellivision 2, which I already showed you. But this is an expansion for it. This came out of my grandfather's collection, along with that Intellivision 2. This is a ColecoVision expansion module. This also, I think, came out of my grandfather's collection. It's very dusty. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I didn't pay anything for this. This was just something he left me. Pretty cool. And then I guess we'll just go with the Intellivision 2, because it's right here. This I bought with the box. This was in box. ColecoVision. For $100 with the box, and like a fuck off massive stack of games with in box as well. But yeah, with the paddles and everything. They're like joysticks. They feel really nice. They're actually really tight. This thing was probably barely played. It still had the plastic on it, which I peeled off because I'm autistic. But Intellivision 2 bought for $100. Or ColecoVision, sorry, bought for $100 with a box, all the manuals. Even had it literally had everything for $100. I was like, I can't pass that up. This is a Super Famicom that my brother got from Japan for like $5 American. It is it got a little damaged in the flight home, unfortunately. So you can see all the inner workings, which is pretty cool. It's pretty neat to see. It does work. It's really clean because he cleaned it before he gave it to me, except for on the outside, and of course for the blowout. But this was a cool gift. I still really appreciate it from him. It's really sick. It's so fucking cool. I've always wanted a Super Famicom. I gotta buy one that doesn't work and salvage the shell because of it. we'll go straight for the original Famicom that he also brought me back, which is also such a cool console. The 80s was such a good time for game consoles and stuff. The designs are just really cool. But yeah, this is a gift from him as well. Nice little donation. I love it. Do I count the modules as consoles? Probably don't, I guess. This is an N64, missing the top piece. I bought this for $40, working condition at a comic book store. With, I believe I bought it with Star Fox 64 for $50 like 3 years ago, which just shows you how bad the resale market is right now. Because Jesus Christ, try finding one of these for $50 with Star Fox 64 ever. Like, Jesus. But yeah, $50 with Star Fox 64. Working condition. Had the expansion already with it, which is pretty sick, I must say. Motherfuckers will charge you $20 for that expansion now. Fucking crackheads. This is pretty cool. And this is one that people just look at and wonder what the fuck it is. This is a TI-994A Texas Instruments game console. Again, like, it's such a fun, like, it has a mechanical keyboard, like a, oh god, like a Commodore 64. It's such satisfying fucking sound. And it's really heavy because this is stainless steel. So it's super heavy. I bought this from a rummage sale. So this was in a pile of garbage outside of a barn for $2. They thought it was a fucking keyboard, which is fair. Or a typewriter, I think is what the lady said it was. It is not a typewriter. It is, in fact, a game console. But it is so cool. Let me see if I can get it to... Probably won't focus on it too much. There you go. There you go. If anybody's interested in that, I don't know. But, dude, this is such a cool console. The stainless steel, it's cold. It feels nice. It feels rigid. You could beat the fuck out of someone with one of these. Just absolutely knuckle dust them with this. Slap the hell out of them. Base right here. Done. Done. End a fight real fucking fast like that. So how many consoles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus all the modules. We'll call that 5, so that's 20 now. Plus all the expansions. Alright. Well, we're nearing what I told my coworker, and we're not even... we're like halfway done. Alright. Give me 1 second. We'll get more. We'll get more. All right. I think this is the end of our cartridge consoles. And these are ones that were already featured on this channel, essentially. So we've got my personal Nintendo. This is the one I play a lot. This is the one I have had for a long time. I bought this for $50 at a card shop. I believe $50. I'm pretty sure. I bought this for $50 at a card shop. And it's been repinned. I repinned it myself, gone through it. This thing works fantastic. Most reliable NES, honestly. We'll go with my grandfather's NES next. This one also works really well. It has not been repinned though, so it's a little spotty. But yeah, this was not given to me. This was left to me when my grandfather passed away. This is my second NES. It works, but it is a little rougher than mine. There's a couple cracks and dents and dings. It's yellow. It is piss yellow. You can't see it on camera, but let me get my other one again. Mine is also a little yellow, but like it's piss yellow in person. Like this looks white compared to this. This is like piss yellow. Adds to the charm. Now we go on to the Sega consoles, which these were all featured in my last video. the Sega collection video. So this is a Sega Genesis 2, obviously. This one, shit, I think I bought it for like 40 bucks. I can't remember. I believe I bought it for like 40 bucks. It works pretty good. Oh wait, no, this was the one that came from a flea market, wasn't it? I'm getting them mixed up. I've had so many Sega Genesis. I think I bought this one for super cheap, like 5 bucks, because the dude didn't know it worked. And it was missing the door. I bought this with no cords, no anything. I think I bought it for like 5 bucks, 5 or 10 bucks. Damn, I wish I could remember straight. This one I believe I bought for like 40 bucks. Like basically retail with controllers, cords, and all that. Like known working at a comic book store. Damn, it's dusty. It's been a minute since I've messed with this because my main Sega Genesis now is the CDX because it's just so small. You can fit it anywhere. But this one I bought basically retail like 2 years ago. I love that thing. I love the Sega Genesis in general. It's my favorite console, I think. But yeah, this is my CDX. Super clean, except for the top. It gets really dusty easily in my work area, but dude, it's such a cool console. This I bought in a collection. It was at the bottom of a box under a bunch of VHS tapes. I bought the whole collection for $250. This thing is so sweet. It's probably the rarest console I own, honestly. I love it so much. It's such a sweet console. CDX is dope. You ever see one for cheap, pick it up, because you're not going to see them ever again for cheap. You might not see them again. That is the first one I've seen in person. The only one I've had a chance to buy, and I took it. I didn't even know it was in the box. That's how fucking rare that is. It's crazy. That's some people's grail, bro. Let me grab most. I think I can do most. Maybe I'll have to do it in 2. Wait, how many consoles are that? 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5? Was that 5 again? Might have been 5. So we're at like 25. I'll do a final count at the end. I don't fucking know. Alright, well, we're straight in the fray. We're getting more modern. So I guess we'll start with the stack of PS1s. So nobody gives a shit about PS1s, but let's go with it. This is a PS1 Slim that I paid $20 for because it's a PS1 Slim and no one wants a PS1. But it's pretty sweet. I think these are pretty cool consoles. I bought this, I believe, at the comic book store I used to work at for 20 bucks. And it came with a little case. And I don't think it came with games, but it did come with cords and a controller. This one works good. This is my main PS1. If I'm playing PS1 games and it's not on a PS3, it's going to be on this guy. It's my main PS1. Did I just need that? I did. Alright. This is another PS1. I believe I paid 30 bucks for it like 2 years ago. Oh, Beast Wars is in there. Sweet. But this one I paid 30 bucks for. 2 controllers, cords, and I believe it had a wrestling game with it, if I'm right. It's missing that cover. That bothers me. The cover on this one, because I'm going to steal it if it is. They're the different generation one. It's okay. But this one's super clean. It's still gray. It's not yellow like the one I'm about to show you. That's piss yellow. You know, my favorite color. That R. Kelly fucking blood in it. But 30 bucks, not too bad. This one I believe I paid $5 for. And I did not know if it worked until today. This was like a year ago I bought this one and I rediscovered it recently. Tested it. And it still works, surprisingly. I believe this is a really early model, if I'm right. Let's see. 7501. Maybe it's not an early model. But it is super yellow. But I believe I paid like $5 for this at a little flea market. Yeah, it's pretty good. It works. It works definitely. Can't complain. This is an original Xbox. This came from the same lot that the CDX did. Oh, holy shit, I always forget how heavy these are. And it's pretty clean, other than the ports are pretty dusty. These are heavy, man. I always forget how heavy the original Xbox is. I always wanted an original Xbox. I don't know why. I always thought they looked really cool. I want the green one. The Halo Edition one would be sweet. That Xbox symbol's so good. It's so much heavier than a PS2. So I got this in the same lot for $250 with the fuck. It had the CDX, the blue Game Boy. I think it had this PS2 I have here too. But yeah, this thing's heavy as fuck. Let me put this bitch down. And I'll do an overview of everything. Just an overarching shot. Jesus, the stack I have these consoles in is getting very, very sketchy. We'll move on to this PS2, which came out of the same lot for $250. It's pretty clean. This one works really good. This is like a really good PS2, Fat Boy PS2. I want the silver slim one. Again, I sold mine like a year ago. This one came from that same collection for $250. Which this is just showing you how crazy that fucking collection was. I wish I was filming at that time. That would have been a great collection. It was like the last good collection I ever found. At least for consoles. For toys, I can find them better, but for consoles, definitely. Oh, and then there's my GameCube. Look at that. What was I playing last? Oh, nothing. I was a good person and took it out. But this one's a cool story. When I was 15, I found this at a garage sale. Two, actually. This and another GameCube. I believe it was purple, which I gave to my brother for Christmas that year. I bought them for $4 for the pair of them. It was an old man. And it had Need for Speed Underground 2 with it. It was one of the first consoles I ever picked up. And it was at just a fucking barn sale. You can find stuff. Not anymore. That was 6 years ago. Jesus fuck. That was 6 years ago. You're not going to find a GameCube for $2 anymore, unfortunately. Especially one that worked. Like, this one was super dusty. It took me a while to actually get it to work. But once I cleaned it out, it was one of the first consoles I ever took apart and cleaned. It worked really good. And I still play on it. I love this. GameCube is still my favorite console, man. It always will be. For Nintendo, at least. Obviously, Sega Genesis has my heart, but for Nintendo, the GameCube was peak. Peak. I swear to God. $2. Still gets me hard to this day. God, that might have been my first erection. Damn. That was when I saw that GameCube for fucking $2. Alright, so now we're getting into modern. There's going to be a couple I exclude just because they're boring. Like, I have two PS4s, one that I lent to my brother, and then one that was lent to my best friend's little brother, because he had no console. He burnt up his other PS4, and I just gave him a Destiny Edition PS4 for a while, till he can replace it, obviously, and then I'll take my console back. But then I have a PS5 that's in the living room that I'm just not going to unhook. It's not that interesting. Newer consoles aren't that interesting. But I'll show what I have unhooked and in the room, essentially. So this is a PS3 Fat Boy. It is not a holy fuck. God damn. It is not a backwards compatible console. It's scratched all hell. It looks like someone busted a nut on it. That might have been me. Can't remember. They call me Sharpshooter, but can't remember if that one was me. But yeah, this thing is heavy as fuck. And I bought this for $60 like 4 years ago. God damn. Get a fucking workout in? Fuck. God. You could kill someone with a PS3, Fat Boy. I swear to God. This makes the TI 994A seem like a paperweight. This thing weighs like fucking 20 pounds. That's a fucking honker, man. I could kill someone with that bitch. And I bought that for $50 at a comic book store I used to work at. I remember that because that was my first PS3. And let me grab I think the rest. I think we're about done. I'm actually almost positive we're about done. I don't even know what the count is anymore. I lost fucking track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more on top of what was it, 20, 27? That seems about right. Again, I'll do a final count. And I'm obviously excluding things like the video now and the other little stuff, but damn. With the two PS4s, the PS5, I have okay. Let me get everything. Let me get the rest of everything and make sure that I got everything. Cause damn, I didn't realize damn, I might have a problem. Maybe smoking crack would have been fucking cheaper. I swear to God. All right, I apologize for the shot that this is, but damn, I forgot about a couple of these consoles. Took me a minute to search for them, but so I guess we'll just start with least interesting and go to most interesting. Our oldest to newest will be the oldest. I'm guessing you would be the oldest. This is a Wii. This is a backwards compatible Wii at that. This is my original Wii that I got on Christmas. It was a joint birthday present. We weren't well off. You're about to figure that out real quick. We were not well off. This was me and my two brothers' Christmas gift that year, the launch of the Wii. And it's missing the door. It's missing this top piece. This is actually off of a different parts Wii that I put onto it. But it's been beat. It still works. This was our original Wii though. We got it as a package gift for me and my brothers. And this it was the fuck. It's hard to talk about. This was the first new console we ever had. And it's the only one from when I was a kid that I kept, I think. I don't think any of these other consoles were from when I was a kid. Pretty sure it was just this. And it's survived this whole time. It still works. It's a backwards compatible one. We used to play GameCube games off of it. We used to play Wii Sports together. This is one of the first things that brought me and my two brothers together. It was really cool. But yeah, I say it's the least interesting one, but it is one of the most interesting ones to me. I love it. The Wii. All right, what's the next? Newest, or next newest? Oh, probably gonna be you. This one's pretty sick. This was a gift for my 20th birthday from my buddy. This is a Halo Reach edition Xbox 360. It's just such a cool console. I've always wanted one, and he had it since we were in high school together. And I always saw it on his dresser, and I always wanted it. I always offered to buy it off of him, and he just would never sell it to me. But when I turned 20, he just gave it to me. And it's probably one of my favorite Xbox 360s. Like, this thing is sweet. The silver is so sharp. And it's just such a cool one. But this one was also a gift, so I didn't pay anything for it. Alright, put that on the ground. It works. I play it. This is my main Xbox 360 though, which I think I'll do this PS3 first. This I bought off of a buddy that he just found it in his grandmother's basement. It was his from when he was really young. They were obviously more well off. His grandma just gave this to him as a birthday gift or an Easter gift. I can't remember what the deal was. I bought it off of him for $10, I believe, 10 or 15. And it works. It's a top loader. I always loved the top loading aspect. They're not the most reliable console, but it does still work, surprisingly. It's also not that bad. Usually this black is always scratched up and fucked up. I remember I always wanted one because my brother Gary had one, and it was white. It's like cream white. My buddy Austin used to have a red one, but this is mine. And I would love to own a couple of these. Probably the red, the blue, and the white. I love the colorways on this, but $15 and this works pretty good, and I like it a lot. That's my other PS3. We'll go for the Xbox 360. This is like the last call one. This blue one, I've always loved it. I never had seen it before. I found this one. When I was working at a comic book store, a guy brought it in, and he was just looking for trade-in. I think he traded it in for $5 of store credit, funny enough, with no cords, no nothing. And I traded a normal white Xbox 360 for it, an Xbox Elite, Xbox 360 Elite, I think, for it. And this one's sweet. I love this. This is my favorite 360 I've ever owned, I think. It plays really good. I've played the most on it. It has my main account, my actual 360 account. When I got this was like 3 years ago. So I have a ton of fucking achievements on it. I love it. Whenever I play it, it just brings me back. It's really fun. But all right, now to like the last couple. So this is an Xbox One, and this is kind of a sad story too. Well, my grandmother passed away. Jesus, why do all my stories start like this? In 2016, my mom gave all of us a little bit of cash in 2016 to buy something. I decided to buy this Xbox One. It has given me issues. I have replaced the disk drive. I've done a lot of stuff. The fan went out. I replaced it when I was really young. This is the first thing I ever soldered on. It still works. It still plays. They're only worth like $50 now, $40 now. But this is mine, and I love it. It was refurbished from Best Buy. Obviously, I played the shit out of it. Look at all those scratches. I used to put this in my backpack and take it everywhere. This was the deal. I took this thing to Florida. I took it to a bunch of places. When my buddy lived alone when we were still in high school, I took that with me to her house. We played the shit out of Forza 4, Horizon 4. I love that Xbox One. It has so many good memories to it. And I lied. I had one of the PS4s here. Or this is another PS4 because I don't remember owning a Pro. I think oh wait, no. I bought this with a TV off Facebook Marketplace. I needed just a normal TV for my bedroom because mine burnt out. I paid $150 for the PS4 Pro and the TV. The PS4 Pro obviously works. It's mainly just a fucking DVD player at this point. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of just sits on the shelf. But there's another PS4 I own that I let my buddy's little cousin borrow, and then one that I let my brother borrow while he's up. Fuck. Yeah. He borrowed that for when his little trip he takes every year up to Maryland. And this is just another PS4 Pro, essentially. For $150 with the TV, that's not that bad 2 years ago. That's not too bad at all. But I think that is mainly it. So let me lay out everything. We'll get a final count. I'll take a thumbnail, obviously. And I will be right back. Well, this is the whole haul of consoles. Jesus. And I've just done a count. The grand total is 40, minus the 3 expansion packs. 40. Or 43 with everything I've shown. 44 if you want to count the video now. But I'm going to say the grand total is 40 consoles. Of course, there's multiples, and you can count that any way you want. But in my personal collection right now is 40 consoles, actual consoles. 43 if you want to count the fucking expansion packs, but 40 video game consoles in general here. There's probably more, but from everything I've looked through and everything like that, this is the entire haul of 40 consoles. And that's pretty fucking sick. And honestly, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, between cars and video game stuff, I think smoking crack would have been cheaper for me. And like, to be fucking honest, might have been cheaper. But hey, it's been real. It's Misfit. Like, comment, subscribe if you liked what you saw today. Just let me know what your favorite console is that you saw here in my collection, what you would want personally for your collection. And then tell me what your favorite console in your video game collection is, or just generally talk about video games. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And have a nice day. Peace.